Hello everyone, welcome back to the Unemployed CEO. Now for those who don't know me, I'm a professional trader. I work in stock, ETF, forex, crypto, binary, commodities, anywhere in market where I can make money. So today I am back with another new strategy video that is mainly for intraday, where you'll be making good amount of profit using this strategy, that too on consistently on daily basis. But before we begin, I'd like to offer you Independence Day offer. That is, this video has been recorded on 15th August, but editing may take little time, so it will be out mostly by 16th of August. But this offer will be end on 31st of August. That is end of this month. So I'll in short explain what this offer is all about. You'll be paying 1,000 rupees for one best strategy that I use on daily basis to make 3% of returns on single trade that I take using this strategy. So this is very high accuracy strategy. This will be using one indicator and one confirmation indicator, that is just to cancel the noise created by one single indicator, as none of the indicator is 100% accurate. So one noise cancellation indicator is included. I'll tell how to use it in this strategy, but that is not the whole thing. You will get my 1 month of intraday calls with which is having more than 80% of accuracy. You can also check my all call records on telegram channel. I have given the link in the description below, so you can go check. And the last and the best, that lucky three members who are enrolled for this offer, I'll announce these three lucky members on 31st of August, who will be getting my 17,500 rupees of advanced stock market course absolutely for free. So this is all this offer was. And one last thing I'd like to tell is, kindly please go, and those who are new to this channel can subscribe to my channel, that is the Unemployed CEO. You can just press this red button, subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything, so that each and every new thing that I upload on this my channel, you will get it for free. And also be sure to press this bell icon and press for all occasions and save it, so you can get my good profitable strategies that I post for free. And if you want some additional services, you can always WhatsApp me on 8975344292. The link is given in description below. Now let's begin our today's strategy right now. Hello everyone. Before we begin our today's strategy, I like many of us, you know that I kept on polling on my Telegram channel that what should be my next video on. So what my members suggest, what they want to hear or would like to learn, I provide that. So the options were like stock market basic, the intraday strategy, or forex or binary options, and current market scenario, and what should you do. So the polling was won by the intraday strategy, but I would like to share a little bit of what I think is important at this moment. What should you do depending upon current market scenario? So this is the perfect opportunity to build your portfolio. And one thing I would like to tell you about is, this is my technical analysis, and depending upon analyst to analyst, analysis may differ. So you have to just take it as my piece of advice, and it is not my recommendation. You should prefer or listen to your investment advisor and not to me. This is just what I feel, what I see into the market. So this is all-time high which market made. After that, what was expected didn't came out, so it started falling down. So this is the market, and it is been affected by each and everything that happens in the world, and you cannot predict the future, so you cannot predict the market too. So you don't know what is going to happen. So even now, this is very good point to build a portfolio. You can see this is 2019 where it started, where the market started, and now market has came to that point, and it found support over here. And it may be now there is relative resistance at here. So market, due to this sharp decline, may now use its time to recover, to maintain or to balance the change in price. And it may also continue to fall down till this support. On if even if this market crashing keeps on continue, it may find support at 10,000 level. So these are the main areas like 10,000, 10,600, where market may, if started crashing down again, may found the support. So you can see over here. And the next thing is, this is the good portfolio building opportunity for each and everybody. So as Warren Buffett, the greatest investor of all time, has said that you should be fearful when everyone is greedy, and you should be greedy when everyone is fearful. Now this is a good time to build your portfolio because everyone is fearful. So now market may crash little more, but that is not thing. This is the thing that this is the time where you can buy good quality of stocks at very reasonable price. Okay. So now one more recommendation I would love to give is, you may get some tips or recommendations from your friend, family members, or some advisor, like anybody I don't know. But what happen actually is people just listen to their advice and they buy the stock for investment purpose. But what actually happens is, the people who tell them does do the regular tracking of the stock, because if he has buyed, he keeps a regular track of what the stock has performing, what it is updating. Because when you buy some stocks as an investment purpose, you became a part of that company, so you should have knowledge of what that company is doing in actual, in real life. Because anything that happens in the market will is going to affect your stock, and that will directly affect your portfolio. So even if you're buying certain stock like everyone is talking about Reliance nowadays days. So if you're thinking of buying like Reliance, I don't mean Reliance, any particular stock. So even if you're preparing to buy that stock, you should keep a weekly or monthly track what that actually stock is doing. And when you think of doing an investment, you should be very good at fundamental analysis, a little bit of technical analysis. Technical analysis is good for intraday or short term or swing trades, you can say. But for long term, you need a good fundamental. You need to know all the balance sheets and lot of stuffs which comes for investment purpose. But if even if you're listening to some advisor, you should on your own keep on track of that stock whichever you have bought. And if you even you don't know anything like really good, you should at least keep basic update about the company, and little bit you should know about the like technical part for that particular stock. So this was my piece of advice. Now let's move to our current strategy. So what is the setup? The setup for this strategy is, candle chart pattern will be Japanese candlestick. Okay, the time period will be for 3 minutes, and indicators will be using the two indicators, that is moving average with 21 and 21 time period and of exponential time, and second one is ATR trailing stop with 321, that is I'll explain what is 321 and what is points also. So first of all, this is the watch list that I have created. Now why these stocks only? Now these are not stocks that I have choose on my own and then I'm showing that this is really satisfying for this my the strategy is following for this condition. No, this is not a case. First you have to go on NSE website. Okay, and from there, when market opens, before market open you see this pre-open market from 9 to 9:08. So at 9 o'clock and 8 minutes, you can see the pre-market pre-open market closes, and there you see either market is going to be in positive direction, negative direction. If it is more than 0.2% in green direction, you will see stocks for buying, and if it is in negative 0.2%, then you will see stocks for selling. Now for this case, this is more than 0.2% in positive direction, so we are going to see stocks for buying. And you can see iBull, Coal India and Reliance. So iBull, Coal India and Reliance has been added to the watch list. Second one is, you have to go for top gainers and losers for the current day. So now top gainers and losers keep on updating. Now this strategy I have made after the market hours, that is on 15th of August, to be frank. But this is for the 14th of August when market was active. So the top gainers and losers keep on updating, but as soon as market opens after 5 minutes, you can open the top gainers and losers and pick top 3 gainers or loser depending upon the market condition. If the market condition is positive, 0.2% means in green means positive 0.2%, then you go for top gainers. And if market is negative 0.2%, then you will go for top losers. So for this UPL, Bajaj Financial Services and ZIL. So you can see UPL, Bajaj and ZIL have been added. So now first thing you have to do is make your chart, means time period for 3 minutes. So every candle here will be of 3 minutes. Next you have to add some studies, that is moving average first will add, of time period will be 21 as I said, and type will be exponential type. Color you may choose whatever you feel is good. I feel red is good because it is clearly, you can clearly observe it. And the next thing is you have to add is ATR, trailing stops, and the multiplier will be 3, the period will be 21, and the plot type will be points. Now it is called points and line, so we are going to focus on point, because if you add line it will make confused. We may get confused due to two lines if crosses, then which one is which. So we'll prefer to keep it as points. Okay, so when you apply you will see your chart like this. Now I'll explain when to enter the stock, when to not, and what will be the condition of our entry points, and how to book your profits. So first we'll look for able housing finance. uh, so here you see every candle is for 3 minutes, and we have applied two indicators, that is moving average of 21 time period of exponential type, and second is ATR stops of 3 multiplied 21 of time period of 21, and type points. Some may feel of good lines. I'll show how lines look, but this is really confusing type, so I don't want it. So this is how lines look. So if somebody is good with it, he can keep it, but I'm good with points, so I'll keep it points. Okay, now what you have to see, whether the candles are crossing below or above the moving average, and we have to go for only first two signals of the market and not others. And if the first two signals are forming very late, like after 2 o'clock, it's better to avoid them. If they are forming in early market hours, like from 9:15 to 11:30 or 12, we can say it is our good signals. And if it is forming after 2 o'clock, like 2:30 2 o'clock, it's better to avoid them, because at that time market may really get choppy, because in between early hours and later hours, it comes the middle hours, where like 12 to 2 or 12 to 1 you can say, where market is generally in neutral direction, no volume is there, so it's better not to trade. Okay, so you can, here you can see the stock started over here and no crossing was there. So this is the point where first crossing came into existence, and so should we go for sell, short sell over here? So this will be confirmed by our ATR stops. So you can see here this candle changed the ATR signal from green to red. So you this is from here, if you find any short selling opportunity, you should go for it. So you see here we find short selling opportunity, and the target will be 0.3% of the stock value of your, or your entry price. Whenever you find the entry price, you have to calculate your 0.3% and book your profit. So what will be entry price for here? For example, your entry will be here 583. So 583 into your 0.3% enter divided by 100. So 1.74, say 1.71 rupees 75 paisa will be your uh, booking profit booking point. So you can see over here from 82 it moved way out down to 74 72, okay, still 71. But those who are beginners, I strongly recommend you to book your 0.3%, because uh, your 0.3% of in the market, like let me show you, when you trade for 0.3% with 10 times margin, with ZERODHA gives, normally if you put bracket order you get 15 times margin. So this gives you 4.5 to 3% of your returns on your each and every trade. And be sure not to do over trading, because over trading is dangerous. Okay, so you see here you book your profits of 0.3% and get out the stock. Now here see you see crossing in above direction. Now should we buy at this particular situation? So the answer is no, because there is no change in ATR. So for now, according to ATR, the stock is still in downward direction, not in upward direction. So we'll not going for buy signal. So you can see this is for sell and you book your profit. This is for buy, but we'll not go for buy because two conditions have to satisfy. First is crossing, that was satisfied, but the change in ATR didn't took place. So this was the first signal and this was the second signal. We didn't get it, so no trade. Now you can see further, again here the crossing took place, and if you go for trade, you would have booked your profit. Now some signals are created over in this space, and we are not going to take trade at this because these are the later market hours signal generated, and I feel it is not good for beginners at least to trade. Okay, now let's see another stock, Coal India. Just a second, give it timing for loading. Okay, now the stock open gap up and the gap started filling down, and this is the point where the stock triggered the entry, and you see ATR was in red. So we can go for sales in a no. Just a second, the ATR take price change over here. So this was your entry price where ATR the price touches the green candle and then the ATR shifts to the red. So this is the point where you should go for your sell direction. So 202 rupees, 202.75 paisa is your entry price. So if you calculate 202.75 into 0.3 equals divided by 100, so 0.60 paisa is your exit price, that is your 0.3% into your leverage of 10 to 15 times in bracket order will give you 3 to 4.5% returns on upon your investment. So you can see 202.75, it went all the way down to 98, 99, doesn't matter, but you have booked your 0.3%. Now those who are experienced trader can trail your stop losses, but in profit zone only. Otherwise, just book your profit and get out of the stock. Now the second signal was generated over here, and but this is not our entry price because there is no change in ATR signal. Then you can see again this signal was generated, and this is our second signal. This is not our signal because it is not confirmed by ATR. Two conditions need to satisfy. If these two conditions satisfy, that will be our signal. So this was our first signal, and this is our second signal when again stock started falling down, where it find the resistance upon the moving average, and it started falling down, and you book your 0.3%, get out of the stock. Just a second, sorry. So even when you see different signals are generated after, but you should go only for first two signals as I said, and these two first signals should be as much as possible before 1 or 2 o'clock. Okay, let's see one more chart. Okay, this here is Reliance, gap up again started filling down. Okay, this is the point where you see the stock crosses below moving average and the ATR signal change. So this is your entry price 1285. Okay, so let's type 1285 into 0.3% equals divided by 100, so 3.85 paisa. So you can see here 3.85 means, let's consider 3.9, so 85.7 or 85.8, so 3 rupees down, 3.8 rupees down. 1 2 3, we book your 0.3%. It has been more, but you book your 0.3% and you get out of the stock. Now the second signal is generated over here, but according to our confirmation, first condition is satisfied that it has crossed the moving average, but the ATR signal has not changed, so no entry. We'll wait. These are all choppy signals and we are not going to take entry. Now this is the point where you get the second signal where the candle has crossed above moving average and it has changed the ATR signal. So this was 1293, so 1293 means 3 rupees, 3.8 was our previous, this will be 3.9 or 95, so we expect for 3 rupees moment. So 1, 2, 3 rupees movement has been given. This 0.3% you have booked, but as I said, you should try to avoid the signals after 1 to 2 o'clock, means the later part of the market, when market start becomes choppy or sudden movement started coming, like volatile means volatility increases, volume started coming in, but this volume is irregular because some are booking profit and some are means many of are putting their CNC orders so they can cash and carry. Rest lot of things matter, but in general for beginners just try to avoid the latter part. Okay, so these are some of the top gainers, and you can see the market continued in up direction. Here signal was created, but ATR was not changed. So no conditions, two conditions satisfied. We need both the conditions to be satisfied, both two conditions. Here the signal was created, but this is the latter part. So 527.40. So if it is 500 rupees stock, so maybe 1 point some 1.23 rupees will be your profit booking. 526 into 0.3 divided by 100, yes, 1.5. So you can see if you get for 1.5, just a second, 1.5, 27 to 26, 25.5. So 0.3 has been given, but what I said first is you should try to avoid signals after 1 to 2 o'clock. So no signals according to our conditions. So this is Bajaj. The market, if the first candle only change the signal, but this is too sudden, so we cannot take the trade. So let it be. After that, market moved, and here the signal was created. First signal was created for 7176, and you can see the stop loss was hit. So none of the strategy is 100% accurate, but we should know how to cut your losses quickly and try to make more and more profit. So zero point 0.3 was our target, so 0.3 to 0.5 will be our stop loss, and so all our trades will be in bracket order. So you put stop loss and also your booking profit. Those who are advanced can go for cover order, but always do for bracket order, cover order, because in these cases your stop loss is always predefined and not you decide after you take trade, because after if you take trade emotion started coming in, and so you may think like let the market give one more chance, maybe it reverse and start giving profit. So these things comes into mind. So it is very important to predefine your profit booking and stop loss so that you can move out of stock and cut your losses quickly, because every day in market opportunities are created. You don't need to stay on a single stock or stick to the single stock because it has given you some losses or it has given you some profit. So I'm going to make more profit using that stock, or I'm going to recover my losses. If you have such kind of mentality, you're surely going to lose your hard-earned money. So this should be not the case. Okay, so you can see we hit here one stop loss, and after that the next signal was created here. It has crossed above moving average and ATR signal has changed at this point. So if you took trade over here, you have booked your profit of 0.3%. So if this is 7,253, maybe up 21 rupees will be our profit booking. So you can calculate 0.3%, but I say up around 21 rupees for 52 or 53, or 21 rupees will be 53. So 53 to 63, 73 rupees approx, and you see it has given 0.2%. So last hour stock is Zeal Entertainment. So no signal created, no signal created, no signal created. Just a second, sorry. So this is the point where first signal was created, and it is of 12:54, nearly approx to 1 o'clock. So it's good to avoid it, but you can see if you take trade at 341, so if it is 300 rupees stock, 0.3% will be approx to 1 rupees. So 341.52, 345. So no, not here. So stock moved again against us. No stop loss hit, and it moved down and gave you profit. Even if stop loss hit, you got one more entry over here and you can book your profit. Means but as I said, this is later part in the market, so it's good to avoid it. So you see, according to our backtesting on the strategy, out of all the trades we took, one hit stop loss and the rest of them give the profit. So this is a good strategy with high accuracy, but none of the strategy is 100% accurate. So if you know where to actually apply it, the accuracy increases. And one more tip I would like to give is, not tip, I will say recommendation, that if you are going for buy or sell, just see at Nifty 50 what it is at current. It is above 0.2% in positive direction or below 0.2% in negative direction. According to that, you will get advantage in selling or buying. Okay, buying or selling. So keep this thing in mind, and see you in soon next strategy. If you like this, see you in soon next video, not strategy. So if you like this video, make sure to hit like, and also subscribe my channel. And if you like to share this knowledge with your friends, kindly do it. See you in the next video. Bye bye.